What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 5. Well, child, it's been 2 weeks, and they are still at that table arguing. And Ralph just found out that the assistant is going around town saying that he is, you know what, gay. And Ralph was like, hold up, wait, what? Huh? How I get in this? How does this become about me? Why y'all talking about me? How my name get in it? And Sheree, basically they realized that even though this guy has been saying nasty things about Ralph, Sheree didn't blast Ralph and tell all their business the way Drew did to Sheree. And then Sheree was like, at the end of the day, I'm not even like, Drew, whatever it is, what it is. Kandi, I kind of feel some way about what you did because me and you supposed to be friends. And Kandi was like, you know what, you right. You absolutely correct. I was wrong and I apologize. Now, Sheree say in her confessional that she somewhat feel like Kandi mean it. But we know Sheree can't let nothing go. So, Kandi, just get ready. That's coming back around. She ain't done with you. But for the moment, everybody good. It's whatever. Then we find out Kenya gets a text at the table. She gets up. She's upset. Come to find out, Marlo goes after her, which I thought was really sweet, especially in light of the fact that they are at each other's throats now. But I thought that was sweet that Marlo went to go check on Kandi. On Kenya. And then Kandi did go over there as well. And what we find out is Mark sent Kenya a text about he has to work. And so instead of him bringing the baby back to the hotel, he wants her to come and get the baby. And once again, it's just Mark trying to make life difficult for Kenya. For Kenya. And doing things unnecessarily so. Because, listen, at the end of the day, that's your child. And you don't see your child that often anyway. And I get it. Some things just can't be avoided. But it just seems like he always got some ish with him. And what bothers me the most is Kenya, Kandi and Marlo were both like, girl, listen, you just gonna have to do what you have to do. Because at the end of the day, if Mark ain't doing right, then it is what it is. And excuse me, Kenya was like, I can't do that. A child, a daughter needs their father, and I just can't do that. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, what more do you need? What more do you need from this man? Like, at the end of the day, you're not stopping him from seeing his daughter, but if it's important to him, he'll make it happen. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that she should stop him from seeing his daughter, but I just think I think you're still just doing too much. And I get it, a child does need their father, but a child needs a father that wants to be there. Like, you can't make somebody be a father. You can make her available. You can even bring her to New York. I'm not saying don't do that either, but you can't make somebody want to be a father. Like, you can't. So they got to go back to the hotel and get dressed for the play. Now, Kandi want all the ladies to wear the vibrating panties. And then they're going to exchange remotes. And she thinks it's a fun game. Now, this is what I'm going to say about that. I think it's a cute idea, wrong occasion. I don't think it's cute to be sitting in a Broadway play playing Russian roulette with the people's panties. Like, if y'all were just going out to eat and y'all were going to be in a private room, or if y'all were even going to a party or a club where you could kind of zap somebody from across the room, I think that would be cute. I think that would be great. But at a Broadway show where it's all about decorum, it's all about, being present in the moment. Like, if the panties work the way you trying to tell us they work, Kandi, it just might not be the best time in the middle of a Broadway play. Kandi met with her people, and they said the play is doing great. It's all good. Yada yada yada. Also, while they were at dinner, Marlo was trying to give marital advice to all the couples about how they just need to communicate more. And she told Kandi, you going too far with this sex stuff, Kandi. You doing too much. Like, I get it. You trying to sell some products, but you doing too much. And Kandi was like, Marlo, you being a prude. Like, stop being such a prude. But I'm like, I see where Marlo, again, in this instance, because y'all are on y'all way to a damn Broadway play, I would think that you would want people to take it seriously, Kandi. But anyway, they get ready to go. They getting dressed, and Candy said, "Listen, y'all need to be ready to leave at 7. If you are not in this car by 7, we are leaving you because it is a play. The play is not going to wait for us. And y'all know you don't get in late. You gotta wait till intermission, honey. If you don't make that that call, you gonna wait. You gonna be standing in the lobby." So they on their way, and they hit some traffic, baby. The man said, "Listen, y'all can either try to walk it. It's about a 7-minute walk, or y'all can, chance it." So they were like, "Let's just walk. Let's just walk." Baby Marlo ass found herself a bike, and she rode that bike. She said, "What I won't be doing is walking my happy ass." Look, Marlo could barely get on the bus because her outfit was so tight. She could barely get on the damn bus. So what she was like, "What I won't be doing is walking my happy ass nowhere." That's what I won't be doing, is walking my happy ass nowhere. I feel like I missed something, y'all. I'm sorry, my notes are all over the place. Yeah. Let me rewind. I missed the whole thing before we even got there, y'all. I'm sorry. I missed the whole day. My bad. I'm out of order. I'm sorry. So before we even get to the play situation, like I said, Candy met with the execs, found out that the sales are doing great. Sales are going up, but most of the sales are coming from Texas and Atlanta. I'm assuming that her other co-executive might be from Texas, because we know the Atlanta sales. We know where that's coming from because people, supporting Candy. But they said it's definitely doing well, and the show is doing good, right? Then we see Sonya went out for a walk with Kenya. Sonya went on a walk with Kenya. And Kenya told her about what happened with, the night before with her soon-to-be ex, and how he was acting stupid and tripping. And then Sonya was talking to Kenya about Drew, and how she feels some kind of way about Drew. Like, she said, "I feel like Drew wants me to have her back as her friend, but she does a lot of stuff that I'm not cool with, that I don't agree with, and I feel some kind of way about it because I feel like she really, really wants me to support her, but I really, really, really can't really support her. And I kind of need to talk to her about it." Now, I'm gonna say this. I feel like there's some legitimacy to where Sonya is coming from, but I think you're doing a lot. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that, Sonya. We'll get to that. So then they go to lunch. Now, Tyrone was supposed to meet them for lunch, and Sheree was like, Sheree was like, "Well, he's gonna meet us. He's driving up, because this, and this, and yada, yada, yada." Well, baby, they got to lunch, and Tyrone wasn't there, and she was like, "Well, he can't make it. It's out of his area. It's on the borderline of the 100 miles, and so he didn't want to chance it. So I'm gonna just go down to see him on my way out of town. I'm gonna go see him, yada, 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 boo, boo, boo." Child, so then they got to talking about the drop it with Drew. And Sonya was like, "Listen, Drew didn't explain that thing to me 3 times, and I still don't get it. Like, is it a camp? Is it a meal plan? Like, what is it?" And Kenya was like, "Girl, that's what they do." She said, "I feel like Drew and Ralph are really, like," she didn't say scammers, but she said, "I feel like they both do that same thing." Now, later on in the episode, she did say that she feel like both of them be gaslighting, and that this whole drop it with Drew thing sound like a Ponzi scheme, or pyramid scheme. I think more of a pyramid scheme, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it to say it's one or the other. I do think it's a legit. Well, child, we'll get to that. So, like I said, they went to the theater. They said the play was phenomenal. Like, nobody said anything bad about the play. And of course, I don't think they would in that setting say anything bad. But it does look like it was a really good play. So congratulations to you, Candy. And kudos to you, darling. So Candy is going to have like a little pajama party for everybody was invited. But the guys only stayed for about 5 minutes. On camera, at least. Like, I don't know how long they were there before they left. But the guys ended up leaving. They were like, "Yeah, we not doing this." But the ladies came down. Now, first down was Marlo, Sheree, and maybe Sonya. No, Sonya came down later. Kenya. Marlo, Sheree. Anyway, they was down there. And of course, they were talking about a few things here and there, but they really kind of got zoned in on Drew and this drop it by Drew thing. And they were trying to figure out what it is. And so they went to the website to try to read up on it. And Marlo talking about, so, well, I'm going to go ahead and join. What'd she do that for? Why the website ain't work? It says, sorry, something went wrong. This website does not exist. Now, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. Because Marlo was like, oh, well, when you go to the archive, baby, the website works. Kenya was like, well, when you go to hair care, Kenya Moore Hair Care, baby, you can get the stuff delivered straight to your house. Sheree gonna say, well, when She by Sheree launches, it's gonna be, girl, there's some things you just don't need to speak on, Sheree. Because just because it was 14 years ago does not mean that people don't remember that you had a whole fashion show with no fashions. So, there's certain reads that you can get in on, and there are certain reads that you just need to what? Let it go. That was one of the ones you probably should have let go. Just let that go. Float on. Now I did forget earlier in the day, I did forget this part from the lunch. They did this whole most famous guy that ever hit on you. Now, Candy, I didn't know Candy and Gerald Levert had a whole relationship. That was definitely news to me. Gerald Levert got around. Kim Willie, what's my girl? Mickey Howard. Was it Mickey Howard? Yeah, Mickey Howard. I just didn't know. But go ahead, Gerald. Go ahead, Gerald. Can you say she got hit on by Prince? Maybe. Because, Kenya was Miss USA. I mean, she ran in circles. We know Prince loved him, a beautiful woman, child. He didn't care. He like a brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Prince ain't care. Marlo says she got hit on by Gene Simmons. Again, old white man. I get it. Okay, it could happen. Drew said that she got hit on. Now, she did not say LeBron James' name. She said the king of the NBA. Ma'am, that is nobody else but LeBron James. Like, there's certain names, nicknames that you use and you know who you're talking about. If you said the what they call Kobe, the mongoose, the what they call that man? Y'all know what I'm saying. Somebody can put it in the comments. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain nicknames that you know when you hear it, you be like, oh, that's so and so. So she said the king. That's LeBron. Ma'am, you trying to break up happy homes. LeBron has been with his woman since high school. That's not a secret. Everybody knows that. Now, that doesn't mean that LeBron and Savannah ain't never had hard times. That doesn't mean that he ain't never stepped out. That doesn't mean he ain't never flirted with nobody. Because I ain't about to sit here and put that past no man. Well, why would you put that out there? She said that they went out on a couple of dates. Girl, bye. Moving on. So then, Drew actually makes it down to the pajama party. And they start getting on Drew about this whole drop it by Drew thing. Because their thing is, how you going to be out here advocating for a weight loss program and your ass done had liposuction and everybody know you done had, like, how you selling and again, let's be clear, a lot of people who sell weight loss products don't always follow their weight loss. Let's be clear. But you don't need to be out here bragging on it. Like, you don't need to be out here telling everybody that's what you did. Like, so then Sonya decides she wants to have a moment with Drew. And again, I feel like in this moment, Sonya, I feel like you was doing a lot. Because you, first of all, you fighting other people's battles. Like, you said you felt like Drew wants you to step in and have her back, but then she does things that you can't support. Girl, then just keep doing what you've been doing and not supporting it. Like, I don't see what the problem is. Like, at no point in time did I ever see Drew turn to you and say, Sonya, you got my back, right? Sonya, you understand, right? Sonya, you agree, right? Like, I've never seen her do that. So she want to go out there and look a fool and act a fool, and let her look a fool and act a fool. Because Sonya was like, I mean, putting your hands in people's face, talking about putting her hands in Sheree's face. Girl, that's between her and Sheree. When Sheree break that fucking finger, did she understand? I didn't understand that whole thing. And even Drew was like, girl, you were literally in my room earlier. Like, I'm not understanding why you felt like you had to wait until we were in front of the whole group to say something. And Sonya was like, well, I wasn't going to say anything, but then Kenya opened up the floor, so I thought, and she said, but you were in my room earlier. And she was like, well, your makeup artist was there. We were getting our makeup done. I didn't think. Girl, if anybody, that's who you need to talk in front of, because they be signing NDAs and everything else. They can't really say what they supposed to say in front of the group, in front of cameras. Like, if you really wanted to have a private conversation with Drew, that was a more appropriate time to have a private conversation. But no, you didn't want to have a private conversation. You wanted an audience, and you wanted it on camera. For what reason? I don't know. The only thing I can feel like is Sonya was brought on this show through Drew. We know that's what they do on these reality shows. These people don't even really be knowing each other like that. But they come in the show through a back door, side door, front door, or whoever door. And I feel like you were brought on the show through Drew. But the more and more you were around Drew, the more and more you realize that Drew is odd man out. That Drew is not the in crowd. Drew is not the it girl on the show, and you want to distance yourself from her because you're trying to get in with the it group. That's how I feel about it. Now, y'all tell me differently. Y'all saw it different. You heard it different. Let me know what y'all think. But, baby, the funniest thing to me was Marlo and this damn website. Baby, Marlo was giving it to Drew, and the shit was hilarious about this Drop It by Drew. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Y'all, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. How could I forget the most important part? Sheree getting stood up by Tyrone, baby. Sheree got her happy ass in a truck and rode the 2 hours from New York to Philly. Sat at a restaurant for another 2 hours waiting for Tyrone to show up. Tyrone not answering the phone. He sending her straight to voicemail, only for the producer to come over and tell her, oh, he not coming. And she was like, what you mean he not coming? Oh, well, he don't want to chance it. She's like, what you talking about? We go out to eat all the time. Like, we go to restaurants all the time. What are you talking about? Girl, he didn't want to be on camera for whatever reason. I really felt bad for Sheree in that moment because, baby, she called Kenya and she was crying and stuff. But Kenya, you was a friend. You told her hold her head up. She said, don't you call that man no more. You get on that plane, you bring your ass home, and you see where it is. But, girl, you hold your head up and you bring your ass home. I said, I know that's right. But Sheree, I do have a question. You never been to his house? You don't be going to pick him up? You don't meet over there? Because I'd have been at his door. I'd have been like... But I feel like she don't know where he lives. Anyway, sorry, y'all. That's the end. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.